You are now tuned in to the award-winning Comic Section Podcast Network.
In a world where comic books have taken over the mainstream, where the geeks inherited the earth, where the nerds have taken over the turf. Nerds! From the TV screens and movie scenes. From collecting your favorite pop toys.
They're figurines!
Where cosplay is your freedom of expression. Where cartoons and animes are your absolute obsession.
If you're looking for a podcast that shares that connection, you can find this and more in the Comic Section.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new issue of the Comic Section Podcast, issue number 299, one issue away from issue 300. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you'll see that I am not alone. It appears that we have a packed house. We have the return of the gruesome twosome, Ant and Rigel back in the building.
I was gone for a minute.
You were gone for a minute, and then Rigel was gone, but now Rigel has come back.
Over the weekend, the not I did Tigel, it's Rigel.
Hey, that's right.
That man came back a married man.
Married man.
Hot diggity down.
For those of you watching, you can see the ring just floating around here. And for those of you that, John, you want to clink, clink, clink.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yes.
Form of marriage.
That's right.
We will build a deck.
Yeah. That's right. Form of monogamy.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the word. I almost said monopoly. I'm like, that's not it.
I got you back.
Hey, welcome back, man.
Yeah. And also, the returning. You haven't seen him since issue 200.
A year ago.
CBJ. Comic Book John back in the building. Let's go.
Hello.
All right. How's everything?
Everything is fine.
All right,
man. It's as fine as it's going to be.
I feel that.
Fatherhood is the highlight of every day of my life.
I was gonna say, how's fatherhood? Since the last time you were on, like I'm sure you've kind of already adapted. You already got the groove. You already got the schedule. All of that.
I want to say the last time. So it's October. So the last time I was on, I had just probably returned to work.
Mm-hmm.
So my son was still practically a potato.
Wow.
But no, he's doing good. Fatherhood's been great. We have a really solid routine. And he's just an amazing little kid.
That's awesome.
Right on.
That's awesome.
And he loves Spider-Man.
Hey, turn up. Just like Splaps.
Yeah.
There we go. And man. Ant.
I've been gone.
You've been gone.
Yeah.
You've been gone for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm writing an autobiography of myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
called I Gotta Reach Around a Slipknot concert. And all I got was Corey Taylor's vomit on my shirt.
Man.
I had to change the title because Corey Taylor would sue, because of course he fucking would.
It's great. It's great to be back. And
yeah, man, it feels good, man. It's been a minute since we're all together.
We got two married men on the podcast.
Two married men.
Right.
That's insane.
Damn.
I've been gone for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know how the beginning of this episode looks, but I was definitely in the mindset of there's not a camera on me. And I'm sure I look blitzed out of my mind just sitting here like...
hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
Waiting for you to introduce me.
You at home.
He waves his mirrors. He waves his mirrors.
Little inside joke
context.
right there, you know what I'm saying? But speaking of married, you know what I'm saying, Rigel, you're freshly married, just from jumping over the broom.
Yes.
How's life is like after, it's only been a couple of days, but do you feel a difference, or is everything still like, same old, I just got a ring?
I gotta tell you, I'm 100% like just like the stress of like having everything being said and done is like so much better.
Yeah.
And I gotta say that like that John Mulaney bit that didn't age well, but still that John Mulaney bit from like years ago, from like his second Netflix special where he recently got married, and he's talking about like, man, it's just so much easier to say things where it's like, yeah, my wife is over here, my wife is over there, I didn't murder my wife. Like, it's just so much better than just saying, yeah, my girlfriend, my fiance, my partner, blah blah. No, my wife.
My wife.
There we go.
Yep.
There we go. Talk.
Damn.
That talk right there. I like it.
John's Al Bundy. married with children.
Hey.
Love and marriage, love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage.
I hope I'm just a little bit better than.
No, Al's a legend, man.
Yeah, Al Bundy's the dude.
Come on, man. Al
The
Bundy.
greatest shoe salesman on the fucking
For real.
planet.
Polk High quarterback Hall of Famer, man.
Talk that shit.
4 touchdowns in a single game.
Talk that shit. Fuck
Come
Hank
on,
Hill.
man.
Fuck Hank Hill and that propane tank. Al Bundy.
Whoa.
Al Bundy's the GOAT.
Hey, whoa.
I said it.
We bring
I love
it-
Hank. I love Hank, but Al Bundy's number one.
Al Bundy, number one?
Number one.
Okay.
Nah, I disagree with that, mainly because Al Bundy's whole shtick was that he didn't want to have sex with his wife, but like his wife is so gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Like, goddamn.
You ain't wrong.
No.
That was
You ain't
just
wrong.
for the cameras. When the camera's off, he tore that ass. You know he did.
You know it.
And she still looks good.
She still looks
She
amazing.
does.
We,
Yes.
we binge watched Shameless last year, and I was
There we
like,
go.
damn,
There
look
we
at
go.
her. She's still out here.
Yeah.
But I will say, it's very obvious that none of you have children, and so none of you
My
know
bad.
none of you know the fantastic father that is Bandit from Bluey.
Oh, yeah.
I know Bluey.
That's right.
I know Bluey. I know it like the back of my hand.
That's J-Rock saying,
no.
I got a kid. Wink, wink.
Yeah. I know Bluey. I know
right.
all.
Yeah. You
I
do
know.
have a kid.
Of
You do have a
course.
kid.
I know all the
Bandit.
Yeah.
Best dad, hands down.
And in the movie, or like the hour long, I damn near cried, yo.
Yeah, no, I did cry.
That's that. Ugh.
They and every time,
Every time they know
my
what they
son
doing.
watches it so much. We get to that finale every time.
Yeah, I can't, man. They got me.
It's so good.
Bonding over Bluey, man. That's what
Bonding
happens.
over
That show is so good.
It is. It's really good.
Too bad I don't have any kids. John.
Hey, you could also recreationally just watch it and just
And no,
feel
it
good
is-
about
it is-
yourself.
Maybe.
Yeah,
It's great. It's a good show.
But I do feel good that everyone's here, man. This is dope, man. I'm hyped, man. I'm so hyped that y'all are here. We're $299 next week, $300, and that's another thing to be hyped for. But y'all got to watch something that I've been wanting to see, and I'm gonna wait. So we're going, we'll talk about it in the review segment.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
but
yes.
I was about to say we're gonna top this one off with it. We're gonna swerve this entire episode, people.
let's go at it from the top. Yeah, I'm super excited to hear y'all thoughts on this because, Ant was very mum's the word when it
Mum's
comes
the
to me
fucking word.
trying to, like, hey, so how's it? Like, I'm going to save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Save it for the podcast.
Yeah, because there's some shit I need to go watch.
Yeah.
Same. That's actually why I wanted to come on the podcast.
I
I got something to say. I got to do a retraction. So
Okay. All right. Well, since y'all are here, man, we got some good stories to talk about, and I so can't wait to hear each and every one of y'all's reviews and takes on these stories because this is going to be a great episode. It's already great, man. I'm hyped.
Starting off hot.
Already. So without further ado, you already go and jump on in the breaking news headline.
Hell yeah.
Roll it.
All right, guys, breaking news headlines. And unfortunately, we have to start the show by paying some condolences, man. We lost one.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. It's like, damn it,
Every
man.
time we come back.
Every time.
I swear.
I feel like every episode I'm on, there's always a condolences at the beginning.
Oh, man.
I always feel bad because I never know who they are.
Too many people die. That's
Yeah.
just it. That's what they
Can
are.
you stop dying, please?
Exactly.
Don't
Please.
stop.
It's just, but we have to, give our condolences to Doc Harris.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, man. Most famous among anime fans for his work on Dragon Ball Z as the narrator for the series for the first English dub.
Well,
So,
Yamcha get cooked by Vegeta. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That's right. He looks like he recently passed away at the age of 76. He was also a big radio personality, which makes sense with that voice. And I believe he had to have surgery last month. I don't know all the particulars and the details of the surgery, but he was huge in Canada. But he also did, I believe, what else? He did a few other things as well, other animes. But of course, Dragon Ball Z, after school, Toonami, you would hear that voice, you hear that narration. Yeah. And it's like, dang, man. We lost we lost Tori. So, so it's kind of like, damn, man. That's tough, though, man. It's sad, but I mean, damn. They didn't disclose as to how he passed as of this recording, but again, it's just part of our childhood, man.
Yeah, just coming home and seeing Toonami, that bald-headed bitch Frieza's gonna get his ass kicked by Goku. I'm like, yeah,
it's about time. It's happening.
I feel like we remember Toonami a little differently.
he didn't say bald-headed bitch, but in my head, he said bald-headed.
No, I get it.
It'd be cooler, like, put a little stank on
I
it.
get it. I get it.
Call Freeze what he is, a bald-headed bitch.
I get it. I get it.
Racist bastard.
Yeah, man. That's a fact. That's a fact. But yeah, it was just another one, man. It's just like we're just losing more and more people all the time. Like you were saying, Roger. It's
More
like,
voice actors too.
Yeah.
Sucks.
so, but yeah, man. So, of course, as always, here at the podcast, we always, inform our listeners and viewers, hey, go back, just, rewatch Dragon Ball Z wherever. But it's like that voice, though, is so iconic. Like people use it in everyday, like verbiage, like next time
on Dragon Ball Z. Or
like,
the Namekians, an allegory for black people. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That's it. So
that's my version of Dragon Ball Z.
I feel you. You can kind of just fill in the blank. Like whatever life situation you're in, it's like,
what will Piccolo do?
Exactly, right? Will I pay these bills on time? Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
Will I send that risky text? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh man, but Roger, do you have any memories just like that voice, or was that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z like all the time when I was a kid, and like, yeah, no, just like that narration, that just iconic voice. It's like, yeah, you didn't have the show without it. I'm pretty sure even when they did Kai, they still had like a new narrator to like go through, like what will happen this time or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
like yeah, no, you couldn't have Dragon Ball Z without them. Yeah, so.
Yeah. John, how about you, man? Was that ever like not really a jam? No. Oh, you didn't really do too much anime, right?
No.
Okay. No. All right.
Shame! Fake nerd! How dare you, sir!
I've watched all of Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
Brotherhood.
Oh,
good.
All right. That's cool.
And all of Death Note.
Okay.
That's
All right.
cool.
And like half of the first season of Attack on Titan.
Okay. All right. I'm not mad at it, man.
This motherfucker doesn't even know what a Gallic gun is.
No.
This man doesn't even know what a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is.
No.
You didn't even see Yamcha get cucked by Vegeta.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Because he did.
Yeah.
Didn't even see Yamcha get fucking exploded by the Cybermen.
One
Cyberman.
Oh,
God,
man.
sucked.
Damn, man.
I love a lack of context.
It's all right.
But that Cyberman blew up all over Yamcha.
But yeah, I'm
You didn't see
blew
Gohan
up.
turn into a giant monkey.
No, he did.
And
see that.
Vegeta.
Yeah. Well, you have time. You can go back and watch these things, man.
Or you can play Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero and get your
Yeah.
ass kicked by that
Nah.
same monkey.
Yo.
Ass kicked by that monkey.
I've heard so many people say that was like the hardest. Like,
All I heard was the
Level
Great
again.
Ape fight was the worst.
yeah. This thing got to change the setting, change it down to easy. It's just not worth it. But
The game was like, hey, are you a bitch?
But yeah, man. Nah, so but again, we definitely want to send our condolences to the family of Doc Harris. Again, icon. I mean, to so many fans of Dragon Ball Z and other animes that he's been a part of. And definitely want to send a rest in peace to Mr. Doc Harris.
And I'm sorry, I don't know his body of work.
Sorry, man.
You have
got
time to change
You
it.
got time, yeah.
Pay tribute by going back and checking it out,
Have
man.
Ransom
Watch it, yes. Watch it
There
with
we
your
go.
son.
You can bond that way.
There you go.
Yeah, you're bonding over Spider-Man.
Yeah, bond over Dragon Ball Z.
There we go. All right. Well, one story that I'm sure that everyone's going to bond over. Parent movie that came out and just didn't do too well at the box office. One could say that this movie,
Don't say it. Please don't say it.
this movie flopped lower than projected $37 million box office debut.
Good.
When the first movie came out, it made $1 billion to this being kind of like the worst drop off ever seen.
I'd like to start by saying,
Now wait, before you do it,
Hold that in.
let me let the audience know that the movie that we're referring to, I'm sure most of you know, is Joker.
Folie Deux.
Folie Deux.
Named
Folie
after
Deux.
That one.
After that Fall Out Boy album. Yeah.
That's right.
Not a single Fall Out Boy song was in that movie.
That's right.
I am pissed.
False advertising.
False
False
advertising.
advertising.
Damn, man.
I was like, we get Pete Wentz's movie?
Like, what's
Fuck
going
yeah.
on? What's good?
Pete Wentz would have done a better job than Lady Gaga. Let's be real. Let's be
Oh
honest.
man. But yeah,
Yeah.
so there you have it.
Wow.
Flopped at the box office, and you took a little shot at Gaga. You're not a Gaga
I don't like her as an actor. I'll say that. I love Gaga. I don't think she's a very good actor.
You never seen The Star is Born?
What?
A Star is Born.
I have not, no.
Oh, you need to watch that.
I should. Okay.
You watch that.
I'll check that out at some point.
Might need to watch that.
You'll cry.
I will say, okay. So before we get into like the review section, it was very hilarious when we went into the movie theater, and we didn't go see Joker 2. We went to see a different movie, but it was just so hilarious that, like, you know how movie theaters will have like that little like piece of paper that'll let you know, like, hey, photosensitive viewers, just be careful. There's some like flashing imagery.
Yeah.
So you have like one of those like official statements typed up on a piece of paper, put up right at the movie theater entrance for the Lost Robot or the and then. And then right next to that, crudely written on like just a piece of paper in Sharpie, it says Joker 2 is a musical. Like they're warning people beforehand, like, just so you know, this is a musical. Because you know motherfuckers were coming out of the movie like, well, sir? Movie theater employee?
I'd like to get my money back.
Yeah. No, so many people that I know who had no idea. I'm talking about like the super general audience person's like, all right, cool, this Joker 2. All right, let me go check it out. What they sing? What's a musical? What the hell's going on? And like, so a friend of mine, I'm not gonna put you out there, but he told me, he's like, just tell him, don't say my name, I got you. But he went and saw it, and he left like within like 45 minutes of.
Damn.
Oh, he walked out.
Yeah, because he didn't know it was a musical. He didn't know.
But they advertised that.
That's what I thought. I thought they advertised it. I'm like, well, did you not know already? But he didn't know.
They didn't know. They did a piss poor, because we know, because we're like reading articles, actually like deep diving into this. If you're just a layperson, just like watching the trailer outside of Joker singing for that like little bit, like the first trailer, there's no indication that this is a musical at all.
And it's sad. I kind of want to see it now.
Here's the other hilarious bit about it too. It's an awful musical in the sense of like they're singing off key intentionally. I've been reading like reviews and like seeing shit about this movie that I'm not planning to see anytime soon.
Yeah. And
apparently Todd Phillips was given like full 100% creative control with this movie, a $200 million budget for this movie.
Yeah.
And was like, not only am I going to make this a musical, they're going to be intentionally singing off key to give it like this gritty feeling to it. And also, all those people that were like dick riding the first movie, this movie is specifically to tell you to go fuck yourself. That's the plot of Joker 2. It's like, hey, if you actually liked Joker 1, go fuck yourself. That's what this movie is.
I hated Joker 1, so I have to see this movie.
So you might have, you might have the opposite. You might like this movie.
I might like this movie.
You might like it. You might like it.
I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on.
Well, now you know, word got out, man. Todd Phillips is like, he out, like he gone. It's like, hey, because he
said, don't ask for shit for me ever again.
Yeah, because he originally was wanting to do like a DC Black, like just like the studio version of like so, but you know, just like, all right, well, you made $1 billion, you had a good start.
He didn't want to do the sequel.
Well, no, but I think what they were saying is that he had planned on making it like like the Black label, but in the studio format. So like make these movies and just have it in Elseworld.
You see her the word black, and they had flashbacks to Black Adam. Like no,
Black Adam.
Yeah, there were talks early on to do like I think there was like something about like a Lex Luthor movie,
something like that
was going to try to adapt the in-universe but also real world.
Yeah, I read that
autobiography that was written that was supposed to be a parody of The Art of the Deal. They were going to, they were going to do that.
They were going to try to do that.
It's like a Sony situation where they're supposed to make an Aunt May movie. She was like a spy.
There was kind of like this. It was just like this loose idea, and like the Batman was kind of a part of it, but not really. It was one of those things where it's like Warner Brothers wanted to do, just like with the mainstream DC movie universe, they wanted to do all these things, and they had all these ideas, and they put them all out on the table, and then whoever was supposed to write the boat just fucking walked out, or just wasn't there to begin with.
Could be,
and that's why we have James Gunn now. But I wanted to say at the top of this story.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
To quote the first film, You get what you fucking deserve. Yep. Because I also hate Joker.
God.
Man.
Well,
I really want to see
you probably want to see it now.
So Paige wants to see it just
to see it. Like what?
Because she also doesn't like the first one.
Okay.
But we wanted to see it because we want to understand what with this movie. Like for one, it's crazy that there's even a sequel. I mean, I understand why there's a sequel.
Yeah, we know.
But did it need a sequel? But also, it's a musical.
Right.
How do we do that transition?
Yeah.
We want to see that, but yeah, no, my take has been that just because the movie's a musical doesn't make it bad, and also because Arthur Fleck is not actually the Joker doesn't make it bad. And I've been telling everybody, as someone who hates the first movie, review it fairly.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that though.
No, you're not.
You know who you're talking to.
No, because I've had this conversation with people because of Wonka. Because movies like Wonka,
Oh, okay.
and Mean Girls.
The new Wonka with Timothy Chalamet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like that and Mean Girls came out, and was it The Color Purple also had a
Yeah, they had that.
was a
Yeah,
musical.
also had a musical.
Yeah.
All
That was
the-
like a Broadway play first.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
They turned that into a movie.
And the same thing with Mean Girls. They took it to the stage and then they made it a movie.
Yeah.
So like I had that conversation with people before where like studios aren't going, like just PSA, studios aren't going to tell you it's a musical because we've, as a society, decided that musicals are bad for some reason, even though they're fantastic.
It's true.
I love so many musicals.
Fiddler on the Roof.
I rock with Hamilton.
Fiddler on the Roof is a fantastic one.
Rent.
Rent is
Little
a fantastic
Shop of
one.
Horrors, yeah.
Hamilton is on, you know, most
Hey man, you put raps in it, man. I'm in. I want to hear a battle.
Cats?
Are you okay?
No.
No, he said no.
No, shame on you.
No.
Go sit in the corner.
No, I
stage
live
play?
below the poverty line to see Cats on.
Hey man,
I mean,
no
I love
judge,
like
man.
In the Heights is like one of my favorites. Tick Tick Boom is a fantastic musical. There's great musicals out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
West Side Story.
West Side Story, both times. It's they're good. They're good. Joker isn't one of those, but you shouldn't necessarily like write it off just because it is. You should write it off because it's edgy, stupid trash written by a guy who was sad that comedy was going in a direction where he couldn't say slurs anymore in his movies.
He couldn't say the N-word.
Where he couldn't just be, you know, disparaging towards the mentally ill or anything like that. So he was like, what if I made a movie about a bad guy that's funny? And then he can say all the things I am not allowed to say in my Hangover Part 4.
What if Joker was the Hangover Part 4?
Might have been.
It might as well be.
Yeah. Well, there we
That's
have
what
it.
happened to Bradley
It's
Cooper.
about as good as the third one.
Oh, damn. You ain't like Hangover 3?
I don't think anyone does.
Who does?
I don't know. I just asked it.
No.
Okay.
I didn't care for any of those movies,
Todd Phillips.
especially the first one. I'm like, okay.
Think you
Todd
good with
Phillips
it?
is a filmmaker who
He used the term loosely.
he loosely used the term filmmaker. He is a filmmaker who swings above his weight class.
Ooh,
all the
okay.
time.
All right. So he shoots for the fences.
He shoots for the fences, but he is so shallow as a creator. He doesn't actually understand how to make the art that he wants to make.
Damn. All right.
Fuck you, Todd Phillips.
That's a good one.
John cooking right
Hey,
here.
man, I dig
All
it.
right.
I am clear.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, I mean, there we have it, y'all. I mean, it's just.
We should end on that.
I think that's a good way to end on that. But, you know.
See
yeah.
episode 300.
That's it right there.
Joker,
Man, oh,
fuck
man.
you, though.
Damn. All right. Well,
Fuck.
maybe we got some. We might have some good news in the terms of DC in the James Gunn world. Looks like we have a
Gunverse.
casting, and you know, me and Roger, we've been talking about this on the show.
Yes.
About the lanterns.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Roger's not a big, you know, lantern guy.
Fuck them all to death.
Oh, you don't like Green Lantern?
I'm not a big. I finally came to terms with the fact that like, I'm just not a big fan of the Green Lanterns in general.
Because they're cops.
Basically, yeah. Basically, that's what it boils down to.
That's
Like,
it.
it's just
Space
a
cops.
space cop story,
Space cops.
and it's like, no, I'm sorry, I don't need that. I'm sorry. Like,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Well, maybe. I mean, this might make you want to at least be intrigued by this one, because we talked about it, finding out who's going to be Hal Jordan, and we found out who Hal Jordan's going to be, and it appears now that we seems to have a John Stewart, and none other than Mr. Aaron Pierre from Rebel Ridge, that I said was going to be that dude.
You called it.
I called that. And yeah, man, John, have you seen Rebel Ridge?
I have not. I'm actually not familiar with it, but I'm actually just happy with the casting.
Yeah.
He looks like John Stewart. Like I remember back in the day when people were like, yeah, John Stewart should be The Rock.
No, God.
No,
It
what?
was like, excuse me?
Pardon?
I mean, The Rock was also like fan casted for Luke Cage, question mark.
He tagged Kevin Feige on Twitter.
Terrible. Yeah. Terrible.
No.
Terrible.
That's bad.
That's yeah.
No, I'm so
The caucasity.
unlike Rigel, I do enjoy myself a good little lantern story.
You like to shine your light?
I like the light to shine in the comics.
You have the power of will. You got that willpower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fuck that. Give me the black ring. How would I do that for dead?
I like Green Lantern. I like Green Lantern lore. I'm actually really excited for Lanterns because I kind of like the conceit of it, where it's like it's a buddy cop on Earth. There's still space cops, but like it's about like John Stewart coming into his own and understanding like his role in this whole thing, as his life is kind of uprooted by this ring and by this responsibility and by this like whole core that he's now a part of. And I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I guess part of my point is like, maybe a couple of years ago, I would not have said that like I was super excited for like more DC movies.
Yeah.
But right now, considering like the way that they're like taking their time and greenlighting one at a time.
Yeah.
So far, I'm actually really looking forward to what is actually on the docket. Like that's actually being produced. So,
yeah.
But the casting for the Green Lanterns looks pretty good.
Yeah, man.
I like the guy who got picked as Hal Jordan.
Yeah, Kyle Chandler. Yeah, man.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
And I think some people are kind of upset by like the age of Hal. I wasn't big on like the Josh Brolin rumors. I was not here for that.
Yeah.
Josh Brolin is not Hal Jordan.
Yeah. No.
But I kind of like this. I kind of like the idea that he's like older and he's going to be gruffer and sort of like stuck in his ways. And it kind of gives me like the feeling of like the Green Lantern, Green Arrow comic where maybe he's been away for too long.
Right.
And John Stewart is going to be the guy that has to ground him.
Okay.
It on one hand, it's like I would love to see Hard Traveling Heroes adapted in that way with Green Arrow, but I'm glad that maybe DC's taking a little bit of a turn.
Okay.
And maybe actually trying to do some real human stories instead of a bunch of gods fucking destroying the earth for no reason.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But between Superman, Peacemaker season 2, and then Lanterns, like I'm here for it.
Rocking it.
Right.
What about you, Ant?
I have a take about this.
Okay.
Now, hold on. I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
Here's what bothers me. This happens a lot when like someone who's like just coming up in acting has like a breakout role. Mm-hmm. People automatically want to be like, hey, put him in the superhero movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let them like get a few movies in first.
Okay.
And then do it.
I feel that. Yeah.
Because you don't want them tied down for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And when they do something else, no one's going to give a shit.
Right.
Because that's going to happen to Tom Holland.
Yeah.
It already did because he did Cherry
happening.
and Uncharted. No one saw those movies.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck about him unless he's Spider-Man.
Right.
But at the same time, I get it. Not mad at it. You'll probably do a good job. Still haven't seen Rebel Ridge, so I really can't say.
Okay.
I heard good things about it.
Yeah.
I just hope when Lanterns are said and done, he can get more roles outside of that.
I feel that. That's a good point. Real good point.
And I think to that point too, I think the whole idea behind James Gunn not doing what Marvel does and like slating a butt ton of films all at once is to do that. Is to give people the chance to actually go off and do stuff on his own.
Yeah.
Because he was part of that Marvel system.
Yeah, so he knows it.
And even he knows what it's like. I mean, you look at the history of his time at Marvel, working on Volume 3, from doing it, getting fired, doing Suicide Squad, and then coming back. Like even he understands the value of being able to like have some wiggle room and not be locked down.
For sure.
And I think that that whole thing gave him that perspective. And I wouldn't be surprised if, the other actors around him were talking about it. And, he just wants to make sure that not only is the audience fulfilled in the art, and maybe I'm probably just inflating the shit out of it.
Hey, man, that's what we're here for.
But I like the patterns of what he's saying and what he's been doing.
For sure.
It's definitely the anti-Marvel way of doing things.
Yeah.
And it's definitely the anti-way Warner Brothers has been runing things.
That's a fact.
But I'm looking forward to seeing not just DC movies prosper and fans be happy, but also like seeing actors actually willing to do like a superhero thing.
Yeah.
And actually give it their all because they're not tied down to it all the time.
I feel that.
But yeah, Tom Holland's a really good example of that. It's to the point where he's talking about like leaving acting.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I feel bad for the kid.
That's a lot. Roger, your thoughts on this show?
So I still haven't seen Rebel Ridge yet, but like he looks great. He looks like he'll make like a really good John Stewart. I do have an interesting perspective on this though, and that there's one thing that does bother me about this casting. This guy looks exactly like a buddy of mine named Josh, only like more of like a Giga Chad-fied version of my friend Josh.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
that's the one thing.
Josh.
Like I'm looking at him like, oh, that's just my little buddy Josh. But what happened to you, man? Why you look ripped, Josh? What happened to you, Josh? If you're listening, I love you, man. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're like also looking at this casting like, oh, hey, that's me.
Hey, there we go.
I got signed to this.
Yeah, all right.
Rest in peace, the reputation of little buddy Josh.
Little buddy.
Hey,
My little buddy called
buddy, yeah, he
Shit.
love no more.
The not Giga Chad Josh.
He's sitting home like, oh.
But yeah, man. Hey, look, man. I'm super hyped. If y'all, like I said, watch Rebel Ridge or even watch clips. There's certain scenes where you're like, oh yeah, like he has that action star like just embedded in him, and he's done other work like you were saying, like he's done other things as well. And so I feel you on that one. But I just say, man, if you haven't seen Rebel Ridge, check it out. That's why so many people are excited, because a lot of people saw that movie. It was like number one on Netflix for like 3 weeks, for almost a month. And yeah, just from his acting alone, I feel like he's going to do really, really well. So I'm super, super excited. I just can't wait.
I wonder if they're gonna if they'll make him like a Marine, like they've been focusing more on in the modern comics.
I think that's why. If you watch Rebel Ridge, then you could see like yeah,
because I would like to see them kind of go back to like the architect thing.
Okay,
maybe make him more of a guy on the ground.
I'm here. I'm all for it, man.
But maybe I mean both ways work. But
yeah,
I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. James Gunn, man, I'm believing, man.
He knows what he's doing.
I'm excited.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Just bring Ambush Bug and my life is yours. My life is yours.
Make Peacemaker Season 2 a Watchmen parody.
Hey. Ooh. There we go.
It'd be the one thing Alan Moore likes.
Captain Atom, Blue Beetle, bring it all. Do it all.
Well, one thing I'm super not too happy about, man, is a show on Netflix, speaking of, that I was super hyped about, super excited. And I'm sure, Rigel, whenever you get a chance to check it out, because I know you haven't watched it yet. They got the marriage and all that planning and all that stuff. So I get it. But once you watch it, I'm super interested to hear your thoughts. But my show, Kaos, man. Bad news, man. God damn it.
What? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say,
what?
Netflix canceled a show after one season? Who would have seen it coming?
Yeah, who would have seen it coming?
Whoa.
Hey. Don't get mad.
Emotional, damn it.
That's me right there.
Don't get mad. When I saw the show notes, I was like,
I know. I already know, man. I'm just
sucks to suck, doesn't it?
It does. It sure does, man. God damn it, man. Netflix, man, y'all. But yeah, they canceled it after one season, and a lot of fans are upset. Rightfully so. Great freaking show, and it's like, I get it though, man. I know shows like that expensive. Jeff Goldblum definitely ain't cheap. The sets ain't cheap.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Goldblum, he's Zeus.
I'll go ahead and start from the top here. I'd never heard of this show before it got canceled.
Man.
I heard about that.
That's the first I knew of Jeff Goldblum being in it. I'm like, what?
Do yourself a solid. Check it out, man. Because it's like,
I guess I have to.
Just
now
the whole
it's only
thought.
one season.
I was gonna say, but yeah, you can binge it. You got time. You don't have to rush it, obviously. But yeah, man, it sucks because like it got like over like 6 million views. Million views as far as like streaming time, which is huge on Netflix, top 10. But still, at the end of the day, it was like, nah, gotta go. And it's like, you know what sucks about it? It's like, well, fam, Netflix, what do you want us to be invested in now?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to watch nothing on Netflix anymore.
Exactly.
Any original content, anything new, nah, I'm good.
We've literally had this conversation before of like $18.99 where it's like, you just cancel that after the first season. There was like a bunch of other, they canceled Inside Job, which I'm so mad about.
Yep.
They canceled, they've just been dropping like all this original content. I was like, oh, no. It's gone now.
I don't even think there's like anything that I'm even watching on Netflix. Occasionally, we'll come back to Seinfeld every so often when we don't have anything else to watch.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think I've watched a Netflix original anything or like just used that app nearly as much since maybe the last season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
What, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? So,
I learned my lesson after Glow got canceled.
There you go. Another one.
I was like, nope.
Another one, man.
You guys can eat dick.
Oh my gosh. I don't understand. I know it's like it's a money financial situation. I get it, but it's like now if you're just, a subscriber, like what makes you want to keep Netflix now? Besides the shows that, you said Seinfeld, other shows that you've seen already, but I'm just going to just rewatch it. But
at that point, I'm a huge proponent of physical media. Just
there we go. There we go.
Buy it on DVD.
Yeah.
That's what I did on Saturday.
Yeah. Nah. 100%.
You bought Seinfeld?
No, I bought a bunch. One day I might. That's a good show.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, one show that some people may say may not be a good show, but got nipped as well.
Jesus Christ.
Velma.
Ha! Yes! Didn't watch it. Yes! Thank you, Lord Jesus.
The Max Adult animated series has been canceled after 2 seasons, and I believe they even made a Halloween special that debuted like maybe last week.
Yeah,
it just debuted like last week was a spooktacular Halloween special where they do you guys want to hear a spoiler?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I don't think anybody watches the show, so you can
for anyone that cares, spoilers for Velma, but so the season 2 finale, Velma fucking dies.
Oh yeah.
They fucking kill her off. She gets killed by Scrappy Doo.
Damn, it's Scrappy.
Who actually is
He
like
slits her throat, right?
What?
He slits her throat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
like
brutal.
Scrappy Doo is like the evil mastermind behind the murders in the town.
Didn't they do that in the movie?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And then she comes back as a ghost. So then the Halloween Spooktacular, I didn't watch any of this, by the way. I just learned through osmosis from the internet. But the Halloween Spooktacular is her soul getting dragged to hell. So it ends with her going to hell. They give her a funeral, and then her body's like resurrected. She's like, oh shit, I'm alive. How did that happen? And then it ends. And then immediately, like a few days after that Halloween special dropped, they were like, and it's gone. We're not doing any more of this.
I'm surprised that show even got a second season
Right?
in the first place.
Can I be honest?
Oh, wait. No, I got an interesting thing to tell you about that.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't a second season. They split up the first season because it was an animated series and an animated show. Normally, for like long form television, they have it set up so it's going to be close to like 22, 24 episodes that they already had in the can.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're just going to split that up so that like 12 episodes are going to be one season, another 10 or so are going to be season 2.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Considering where streaming is right now,
Yeah.
that was actually not a bad call.
Makes sense.
Maybe more shows should start going back to the old like network television thing and like
100%,
and
yes.
doing like a 22 episode season but split it right in the middle.
Split it right in the middle.
Just to gauge interest and then you haven't lost money on a second season.
Exactly.
If it's popular or not, that's At least there was one smart thing this fucking show did.
That's a fact.
Everything I know about it. Shout out to the YouTube channel Nerd Sync. Scott Nicewinder over there filled me in on the whole show because I wasn't going to watch it, and he's a giant Scooby-Doo fan.
Come on, man.
And I believe he's a Charleston local.
He is. Yeah, I've met him. He's a cool guy.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure if I was gaslighting myself into believing that because I actually have a picture of him from the comic book store that we frequent.
Yeah.
Used to have parties all the time, and there was a costume party that we did. I came across an old picture where he was standing there in a suit, but he had a Darth Vader helmet on.
Really?
And I vaguely remember meeting him, and then he moved away, and then I found out about the channel.
Oh, wow.
And then I was like, I know this guy.
Man, shout out to y'all, man.
man.
But anyway,
Also, can I be honest about that last episode synopsis?
Okay.
That sounds fucking rad.
not gonna lie.
That sounds dope.
After I got the breakdown of like what the show was, I was like, this would be kind of cool to watch with a group of people just to like tear it apart. Like,
yeah,
not to be one of those like ironic watchers. But,
okay. Kind of like Mystery Science.
Watch it.
Little Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah. With trashy shows.
Yeah, man. Well,
that's fucking great.
I want to say, while we're on the top, this is actually something I meant to text you that I wanted to include in the show notes. But while we're talking about Max, and I just want to shit on Max a little bit more.
Please go ahead.
Hey,
go ahead, man.
Cancel a lot of shit.
Not only did they cancel shit, they pulled shit. Again.
They pulled Chowder.
Yes.
Yeah.
So recently, Max pulled even more Cartoon Network original TV shows off of the streaming platform, including Chowder, Ben 10, regular show, No Justice for
J.G. Quintel.
Yeah. We Bare Bears, Steven Universe.
No.
The 2016 Powerpuff Girls
I will
reboot.
say you can find Steven Universe on Disney Plus. Or Hulu. Yeah. If you have the package, it's Disney Plus.
And The Amazing World of Gumball.
Yeah, that
all of those.
off.
Yeah, like
that's
criminal.
Gumball is like a highly underrated cartoon.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really is
hilarious.
Creative as shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Regular show is tons of fun.
I got a story about J.G. Quintel. Short story. We were friends on Facebook at one point.
Really?
The real J.G. Quintel. We were friends.
What?
Yeah.
Man.
This was like early Facebook days. This is when like that show started. And Facebook was like not really weird.
And then he unfriended you because he was like,
this guy's fucking weird.
He was like, you're bottom of the barrel. I work at Cartoon Network now.
Oh.
You're the Rigby. I'm like, all right.
Damn, man.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Just more reason to buy physical media. You can get Chowder on Amazon. You can get Over the Garden Wall on Amazon. Ben 10, complete series, all of it, Amazon.
I think
Ben 10 was good.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? Screw Amazon. Go to a local thrift.
Yes.
Movie place.
I was going to say if they're still
Mr.
around.
K's.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We don't have one here, but if you go to Columbia,
oh yeah,
they're over there.
They're over
Monsters
there.
Music.
Monsters Music.
There you go,
Yeah,
West
I did on
Ashley.
Saturday.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. You know what I mean?
About that Korean movie that I still haven't watched.
Yeah, go local.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Amazon too.
Yeah. Facts on that. All right. Well, man, oh man, this has been sucking, man. Well,
Fuck corporate.
basically.
Fuck capitalism.
Fuck capitalism, right?
Facts. Speaking of capitalism, Nintendo.
That Japanese capitalism, baby. Oh yeah, much better over there, I'm sure.
They finally apologized to the Smash community.
Well,
Same business, different font. They finally admitted they have ninjas.
Hey, right? Hey, well, here's one thing. Looks like apparently,
Our capitalism is cute.
no, they go straight to the
It says
jugular.
woohoo.
Well, you know what? It's funny you make that sound because how would you like to hear that sound for your alarm clock?
God no.
You wouldn't like that? Well,
Hard fucking pass.
hard pass. Well, let me see if I can try to sell you a little bit more. All right. So Nintendo just released a $100 interactive alarm clock called Alarmo. Now let me give you some more. Hold on. Before you react. Ever wish?
My favorite Justice League villain.
What type of fucking golden age villain is this?
Alarmo. All right, hold up.
But Tallow and Alarmo.
Yeah.
Amazo. Thanks to
I gotta read the synopsis. Okay, so
Alarmo. Fuck off.
hold on, I gotta read it now. Okay, so ever wish that you could wake up in one of the playful worlds from Nintendo? Well, it's time to stop dreaming. See what they did there?
Damn.
Alarmo.
Super Mario Brothers 2 reference.
Alarmo is. Yo, it is a interactive alarm clock designed to add some Nintendo charm to your home with your daily routine. It's set to come out next year. Now, a lot of people were wanting and hoping for a Switch 2 because there's been rumors about that.
Seriously?
Not serious.
We got the next best
You got the next best thing. Alarmo. Alarmo features motion sensor technology that responds to your movements, letting you snooze your alarm with motion alone and stop it by getting out of bed. You could pick from 35 scenes inspired by 5 Nintendo titles, such as Super Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 3, Pikmin 4, and Ring Fit Adventure. But there will be, Ring Fit
Time
Adventure.
to get up and exercise.
No Metroid Prime, nothing.
No, right. But there's also going to be. Well, yeah, Zelda's in it.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
But they will be adding more Mushroom Kingdom with Mario and Friends. So Link, Princess Zelda.
Ice Climbers.
They didn't say that yet.
Earthbound.
Possibly. But that's all they have so far.
I
But
want to wake up to the nightmare of Gigas in my face.
I was going to say, one of those like weird little, what are those guys called right after like World 3? The little short dudes with like the mustaches and all that.
I forgot what they were called.
Yeah. You throw them around in Smash Brothers. But you can throw them around. So I'm going to say this as like the hardcore Nintendo fan.
Yeah, come on.
I'm going to be brutally honest here. If I wake up in the morning and the first thing I hear is Yahoo! I'm calling 911. I'm like, fucking shit. Mario, how'd you fucking get in here? I'm grabbing the baseball bat. I'm just ready to go.
Going to town?
Yeah.
No,
It'd be funny if it was Bob Hoskins.
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck am I doing in this movie? Do you have any booze?
Rest in peace. Can we say rest in peace to that?
Hey, look.
That's where he went to. He died and went to Alarmo.
Oh my god.
His soul is trapped in the Alarmo.
He's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yo.
So on a positive note, my preferred sound would probably be Mario dying when he's like, but on a negative note, I could just put that on my fucking phone.
Yes,
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
We have like a watch.
I could instead
Sure.
of paying like how much is this thing?
$100.
$100.
A $100.
Bro, I can
clock.
get
A Benjamin Franklin.
a trash MP3 from LimeWire on
that will blow up your computer.
to blow up my
up your
phone.
computer. Yeah.
But for like 50 cents, and I could just put it on my phone. I have a bunch of viruses.
Yeah. I mean, you got a recording option on most smartphones.
I could do it myself.
You could just go to YouTube or whatnot, record the sound on your phone, save it.
YouTube,
I'll just
the
do
MP3 converters.
That's all
the
you
thing
need.
I did. I just do the thing I did.
It would be great if you had like Donkey Kong 64, so you wake up and want to hear, okay.
Every morning is the Donkey Kong rap.
Yeah. So look,
Okay.
exactly.
Donkey Kong. And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
But
Tiny Kong's a murderer.
That's fast.
Of bees. if it's the new DK rap, I'm buying.
You in?
All
right.
I would throw $100 for the new
well,
DK rap.
they will be releasing patches for its video games.
Patches for
That's
our
it.
clock.
Hey, just to
4
remind
o'clock.
you don't own your alarm clock. Right?
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
What world are we in?
I'm telling you.
You're paying $100 for the license for your alarm clock.
This is what the thing looks like, by the way.
That's what it looks like.
Tiny little round alarm. I'm just like
I got
that.
one.
Yeah. That's just an overpriced Apple Watch that I can't wear on my
Basically.
wrist, bro.
Overpriced G-Shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, you don't even own the alarm clock.
I'm telling you.
A patch for the alarm clock.
Patch for
if
other games.
I didn't want to die harder, that
Patches and
did it.
DLCs.
Yeah, man.
What's the Earthbound DLC coming up from my clock?
I gotta download
Where's
it.
the Skull Kid DLC
I
from
need
my
it.
clock?
I need it.
You just wake up to the final 5 minutes of Majora's Mask. Dun.
Yeah, that's it.
Dawn of the final hour.
That's it.
Earth, the moon's coming down on you.
It's like a projector of fucking Skull Kid's face. Imagine
Yeah.
waking up to that every fucking morning.
It's just Luigi screaming from Luigi's Mansion.
Toad screaming.
Mario!
That's it.
It's Toad fucking chandelier.
No.
That'd be great.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I'll buy
Yeah,
it.
it's just Toad screaming at you.
Yeah.
For our fans who are listening with headphones on, we do not apologize.
Yeah,
we do not apologize.
It's happening.
Do not send us the bill for your ear whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah.
Earphones. What? No.
So your ear bill? What the fuck?
It's in there.
What are those things that you
From
put?
the ENT.
I'm having a brain fart. What are those things you put in your ear to hear? Hearing aids.
Hearing aids. Hearing aids.
What's
That's
the
it.
thing that you put in your ear to hear?
Hearing.
It helps you hear.
I
helps
can't
you
remember
hear.
the thing that aids your hearing.
Okay, it's totally
They
forgot.
call it Nintendo hearing aids.
Slipped my mind.
Just don't go to Charleston ENT.
That's it.
Shit,
That's
I'm married now. You know, I can't remember things.
I feel that. I'll let you know. But
$100.
$100,
$100.
2025.
I
Get it
still have
while you can.
my dad's
Don't.
alarm clock that's probably possessed because it came on one night.
Oh,
I
that's
just
scary.
used that because that will scare me away.
That's a fact.
They play old timey gospel music.
Oh yeah,
No
yeah.
love but Jesus.
That's right.
No.
Jesus gonna get you out of bed.
Jesus will cover my ass. He's pissed.
Be compelled.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, it's coming out 2025.
That is the dumbest shit I ever.
Insane.
Highly
Insane.
anticipated.
Highly anticipated.
Release of
right.
the next Nintendo
right.
console. Your fucking
Yeah.
alarm clock.
Yeah, man.
Alarmo.
Alarmo.
Jesus God. Did Reggie Fils-Aimé think of this?
I have no idea.
Oh, he stepped out. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, speaking of anticipation,
My body's ready.
we're going to go back to Netflix and we're going to go back into the world of Dragon Ball. It looks like we have a release date for the upcoming Dragon Ball Daima.
Oh, the new movie.
Yeah. That one is set to debut, I believe, October 11th in Japan, but it will be here in the U.S. globally and all over, I believe, October 18th. Yeah, October 18th. October 18th there. So, but yeah, that's going down for all of our Dragon Ball fans. It's coming out Netflix in just a week.
Hey, if you got NordVPN, you could watch it.
You could.
watch
Yeah,
it.
you could early. There you go. Shout out to NordVPN. You know what I'm saying? Hey, holla.
That's one sponsor I'm asking for. Hey,
Hey, for real.
Sponsor J-Rock.
There you go. Sponsor the show, man. We got
if you watch, you get the Dragon Ball Daima alarm clock.
There you go. It's that.
You
All
don't,
right.
you don't get it. You get the license.
My bad.
You get the license. Yeah. We got to specify that. You know what I'm saying? All right. And then,
You're going freeze up!
You hit the snooze for 5 minutes, and then it turns out like the entire day has just passed by.
went through.
The hyperbolic time clock.
That's it.
Yes, that's perfect.
That's amazing.
Roger, you're on to something.
got
God
it.
damn
You
it.
got it.
Patent that.
There you go.
It's snooze button is fucking Christmas.
Man. All right.
Stop time.
Stop time. Well, I do got one more story to bring up. It just got just added it. Looks like we got some news involving the new Voltron. Voltron live action.
Yeah, your
Voltron.
boy's in it.
That's right, man. My boy Henry Cavill is set to star in the live action Voltron film for Amazon MGM Studios.
You had me at Voltron.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Voltron's happening. I know they've been trying to make this happen for years, though, man. It's been going through production hell. I just remember seeing it like different production housing.
Yeah.
People, like big people, wanted to produce it, but nothing came out of it. But
Then Michael Bay did Transformers like, we cannot do Voltron. Fuck no.
yeah, nah, man.
You don't need Voltron American propaganda
I know.
about the Ford industry.
You know it. Oh my god. But yeah,
Actually, that'd be great. I watched that.
But it's going down. So yeah, man, that's just happened as of this recording.
Also,
Yeah.
don't mean to cut you off. In video game movie news, Shinobi's getting a movie.
That's right. That's right.
Don't know if y'all remember that game. If
I
you're
do.
like our
Sega.
age.
Come on, man. Sega, man. Let's go.
It's like I don't know what Shinobi are doing because like the older games, he was just a ninja.
Yep.
In like the PS2 game, he was like flying through
Flying
the
through
sky
the sky,
and shit.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I'm in. I played that game. And it was fucking great.
I'm in just because I've been saying this for the longest time, man. I need the ninjas to return back to mainstream popularity, man. I want the ninjas back. And that one right there, Shinobi?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh, screw that. Bring back Pirates. Secret of Monkey Island.
That is.
Give me that Guy Bush Threepwood, whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah.
You know what? Lucasfilm has they reached a peak with Indiana Jones. Let's go back to the video game properties.
Yes.
Give me Grim Fandango.
Give us Day of the Tentacle.
Yeah. Give us Maniac Mansion, wherever it was
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I'd watch that.
I'm with that. I'm not mad at that.
You
at all.
have more than Star Wars and Lucas and Indiana Jones at your fingertips.
That's true.
And you're just ignoring all of it.
All that good stuff out there, man.
Not even one announcement. Not even a remaster. Not nothing.
They remastered Grim Fandango like a while ago.
Oh, did they?
You can get it on Game Pass.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine.
I remember that game being ridiculously hard.
Yeah. It is. I remember playing through it and I was like, I don't know how people were supposed to figure some of this shit out. Like, there's one or two puzzles where it's like, okay, that's clever. And then there's one or two that I'm like, okay, that's bullshit. There's always that one puzzle that you're like, that's bullshit. You know that's bullshit.
Fuck up, George.
Well, I hope this works out for Henry Cavill, considering his track record. So he's great. I mean, he's a good guy. He's a great guy. I'm glad that he gets roles of stuff that he likes, but like he just has a bad habit of like signing on to things and then.
I mean, he was in that one Hellraiser movie, the one where like the cube was a video game.
Oh, okay, not the new one.
Really?
No, that was like the 2000s. He was in that.
Yeah.
That's, we're getting closer to that Warhammer.
I know it's coming.
That Warhammer
it's coming.
It's the franchise I'm just now getting into.
Oh, yeah.
Is he going to be in the Warhammer movie?
He's talked about it.
He was trying.
He wants it to happen.
I mean, I know he's like a massive.
He's a big
Warhammer.
nerd.
Yeah,
he's a big nerd.
That's like his big. That's his obsession is Warhammer.
I'm just getting into it, and good, and goddamn, that is the most buck-wild franchise I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Hey, man. I see it happening, man. Video game movies.
Yeah.
It's going down. It's going down.
We're getting closer to that Metal Gear Solid movie.
Yep.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
You get to see naked Raiden.
Yeah.
It's happening.
It's happening, y'all. Well, looks like that about wraps up all I got for news. But as always, y'all, make sure y'all follow us at the comic section so you stay in tune with all the latest news when they break. All right?
I can't wait till the Nintendo-powered car.
Oh, it's coming. Yeah. Bring back.
I can't wait for the Toastero.
Refrigerator. Stovo.
Microwavo.
I knew you were going there, yeah.
Roombo.
Yeah. Roombo. Yeah.
John, you don't know the hell you brought on us because that's gonna fucking happen.
Every time it picks up a dust bunny, it does like a little boo sound.
Oh, man.
whatever that little laugh is.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Or even better, it's the Bowser.
I just want them to bring back the Power Glove, man. Bring me the Power Glove.
You can buy one.
I know. I'm just saying.
That shit didn't work though.
It's just the nostalgia, man. That's all. I never had the
It
Power
can
Glove.
work now.
It make it work. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the time of VR.
True.
It can work now.
Not wrong.
Do we need it back though?
No, I just want it.
Yes.
I seen the Wizard.
I just want it.
I seen the Wizard. We don't need the Power Glove back. The Power Glove is so bad. You're right.
Do a Wizard reboot, and to market it, you release a Power Glove.
Like it. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad at all. No.
Team.
Not bad, but fuck you.
It's about how one kid was very sad there wasn't a Switch 2.
There you go. That's where it happened. That's where it happened.
Alarmo.
And his
That's
roommate
true.
has
It
no
remained that
alarm.
way.
He loses his fucking mind. It's just a remake of Falling Down with Michael Douglas. he just
Uses the Power Glove.
Goes there. Yeah.
I just want a burger.
Puts it on the counter.
That's all. That's all. Just being pissed off.
That pissed off.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie? Just like how it starts with him being stuck in traffic. He's like, nah, fuck this. It just goes on a rampage.
Just goes through. Oh, man.
I'm the bad guy? Yeah, no shit,
Yeah, of
honey.
course you are. Of course you are. All right, we'll go ahead and jump into coming soon previews where we have two previews to talk about. The first one is a little teaser trailer for upcoming Warner Brothers Pictures film entitled Companion.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
It's about a dude and his Alarmo clock.
Yeah, well, I mean, he might have wished he had it compared to this one right here. We would. All right. Without further ado, y'all ready to check it out?
Let's check it out.
All right.
I saw this.
My love must be a kind of blind love. Or bright. I only have eyes for you.
Oh.
to sound cheesy, but the moment we locked eyes, there was just a spark.
All right, what's your thoughts on a little teaser trailer for Companion?
I just want to say when John was looking at the trailer, and when it says from the producer of Notebook, John was like, "Pardon?"
I couldn't read the cursor from where I'm sitting.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll put it in the video. It's cool.
From the producer of the Notebook,
Yeah.
the barbarian part made more sense.
That's right. That saw like, excuse me?
Yeah. But what's your thoughts on it, man? Something that like, okay.
White people get their get out again. And white people get out part 2.
Didn't they just get that with that James McAvoy movie?
Speak No Evil,
Sure did.
This
Yes.
is round 2. We can't have black people have all the fun.
We've only done it 50 other times.
Right.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
they can't take it from us.
Right. This is the John Red Pill
Oh
episode.
my God. Comic Book John back in full force this episode.
Jordan
boy.
Peele is a communist leftist.
It's okay. I'm Hispanic. It's
Nah,
fine.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
What's your thoughts on this, Roger, man? What you
Holy
think?
shit.
I'm going to say, one, this movie looks delightfully fucked up. But also, two, I'm very glad that I am a married man now, because do you know how many fucking comparisons I get to fucking Huey from The Boys?
Yes.
This movie coming out and him being like this, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm very glad I'm not in the dating scene anymore. Otherwise, girls will be looking at me like, oh no, companion.
Handcuff me to a chair and make me dinner.
No, no.
He just get 365 days.
There you go.
There you go.
But yeah, that's set to drop in theaters January 10th, so right at the top of the year. So, I mean, it's just a teaser trailer, but it looks very sinister.
I also hate the way it started because I am a fat person. I was like, food?
Man, this definitely looks good. And like you said, man, like, Huey from The Boys, man, I'm super excited, man. I can't wait to check this out. I want to see what he does in this acting range right here. But next up, we'll move right on along to our last one, which is entitled "Don't Move," and it's a Netflix film. But
just another way of saying "get out."
Don't move, right? Don't move.
Jesus,
the sequel.
We can't have shit, J.
I know we can't. We tried, man, but damn it, man. But without further ado, y'all ready to check this one out? I want to see y'all thoughts on this. I watched this earlier. I was like,
You said don't move, so I can't move.
Don't move.
Have you started to feel it yet?
What did you do to me?
Just a special relaxant to make things easier on both of us.
Are you crazy?
You have about 20 minutes before you're completely paralyzed. At minute 1, your fine motor skills will start to go. At minute 10, your legs will begin tingling. Minute 15, your legs will give out altogether. At minute 18, your breathing will become labored. And just before everything shuts down on you, your voice.
we go.
Okay.
Don't
Two things.
move.
Was that Sam Raimi's name on there?
That's right.
Okay. Another thing. Is this the autobiography of me when I had my first edible brownie? The same shit happened. The same exact shit, beat by fucking beat.
You're just going to stand up like, whoop.
I was like,
That's right. That's right.
So did it say who the director was?
I'm pulling it up right now. It's
is Sam Raimi directing it or is he producing it?
I believe he's producing. But
I'm in either way.
Yeah, director Brian Netto and Adam Schindler. So
not from Schindler's List.
Right?
No.
No relation.
No relation. But
I was gonna say it's cool. I was gonna say it's cool to see women at the center of horror, but not necessarily. I wasn't expecting the male perspective on that, but you know.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting premise because it's like, wow, like that's a way to actually, like take somebody out. It's like, okay,
it feels allegorical, and that's why I was saying that.
I see what you're saying.
Very much so.
It definitely has certain undertones that made me go, oh, I hope a female director was making this. I'd like to get the perspective from that angle.
It is very triggering when you see that and you see number dudes working on it. Like, where's this going? Where's this fucking going?
Because
see if she lives to fight.
Because that was like the second trailer we watched, where it's a woman at the forefront of the of the thriller. You know, so I was
okay. No, I'm not mad. What do you think about it, right?
Looks very anxiety inducing
for sure.
And I mean like John says, actually is very allegorical because like you had to have those people like there's fight, flight, and then there's freeze, and there's some people that, like when they are put in that position, they're like, no, all they can do is be paralyzed, and this is like a literal. No, you have a paralytic inside of you that is like making your body shut down,
right?
And then we're going to kidnap you. Like that's it looks horrifying.
Yeah, and set to come out just before Halloween, October 25th.
Scaring the ladies.
Yeah, it's scaring the ladies.
Bring the ladies out.
Hey, but yeah.
Men's rights activists.
Man, oh man. But no, this definitely looks man.
Oh yeah, wage disparity. Yeah.
That's why she got locked up.
We're never gonna provide context
at all.
That's why she had that paraliggator system.
Man.
You saw her paycheck. He was like, nah.
Like, nah.
Hey, drink this real quick.
All right. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed our reviews, and definitely let us know your thoughts. As always, make sure you follow us at the comic section because it's sure by the time this episode drops, probably going to be 5 or 10 more fire trailers that we can get a chance to check out. So make sure you follow us. Let us know your thoughts on all of those trailers, and then some.
Oh, one more thing before we get to the reviews.
Yeah.
One thing I never thought I'd say on this podcast: fuck James Cameron for using AI.
Hey, finally.
Finally.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
We were wondering what was going to
Fuck you.
I didn't know you were going to, ever address that.
Fuck you.
Because you were out.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Suck my dick and balls.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm 100% against AI, so anybody that uses it, fuck you.
Yep.
Straight up.
Oh, man.
Time to cancel Avatar 3.
Go ahead and cancel it.
The only audience member who's going to go see it.
Yeah. Go ahead and cancel it.
Cancel James Cameron now.
Damn.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Man, oh man. Damn shame, man.
I've been saying that since Avatar.
Yep, same. Same.
Oh, man. Damn, oh, damn. All right, well, hey, it's time for us to, the part of the show I've been dying and waiting because I'm at waited breath to hear y'all review
Joker Folie.
Well, we kind of did that already, you know what I'm saying?
Avatar 3. It's riddled with AI.
All of it. Megalopolis, man. Y'all got to see it?
Megalopolis. Yes.
Megalopolis.
Okay.
Megastopolis.
Damn.
Okay.
Megadropolis.
Let me lay some groundwork.
I see it go.
Megalodon.
Damn.
Okay. So let's lay down some groundwork. Let's explain the importance behind this review, not the plot. The plot, because good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole premise with this is that for my bachelor party, I wanted to get a bunch of my friends together, a bunch of my buddies together, and I just wanted to like hang out, go do like a good day activity, and then go see a movie with all my buddies later on. And there weren't that many movies playing in theaters around the time, like when we were originally planning it, but it was around the time Megalopolis came out in theaters. Latest Francis Ford Coppola movie we talked about on the show. The trailer looked interesting, so I was like, you know what? Okay, let's go see Megalopolis. We have the bachelor party set for that Saturday after the movie comes out. So it's like the first opening weekend, and then the Saturday afterward is when we go see the movie. My best man Michael went to purchase tickets to get the movie. It was not showing anywhere except for the Citadel Theater all the way. Like, that was the only theater that was showing it, only at like 2 times during the day. The second weekend it was out.
Oh, wow.
And when he called, they were like, yeah, I'm guessing it didn't do too well at the box office. Bro, this movie bombed. Like multiple 9/11s level of bomb. Like fucking satellite just dropped into the city. Bomb.
Foreshadowing.
Oh my god.
So let's also paint the picture too. There was like one room showing the movie all the way in the back
next to the exit. Right next to the exit.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. Those motherfuckers knew, like, hey, if you need to leave anytime there's this movie, the exit's right there.
Yep.
Wow.
And as of the weekend after my bachelor party, again, this is week 3 of this movie being released out into theaters.
Yeah.
There are no showings for it anywhere.
At that theater?
No. Nowhere at all. Nothing. Nada. Zilch.
Mr. Chance.
It's gone. It's out. And here's the real kicker. We looked up like just how badly this movie bombed. This movie had $120 million budget
of Coppola bucks.
It only made back 5% of its money in the opening weekend.
Jesus.
That is bad.
That is abysmal.
That's like the worst.
Yes.
Man.
So, all of that being said, I went into this movie a bit tipsy too.
Okay.
We're sitting in the back.
Up.
It also was funny too, because like we got to that movie theater like right around the time the show started. We got into the theater like a few minutes late because we thought we had plenty of time, because like
no trailers.
There was no trailers.
They ain't put no ads in front of it. Nothing.
Yeah, we missed like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
We missed the first 15 minutes of the movie. I was actually very concerned.
Oh man.
I was like, oh man, we're gonna miss some stuff in this.
Yeah.
As we progressed, we were like, nah, we missed a fucking thing.
Wow.
Because if we did, it was massive. Because I didn't understand a fucking thing on that.
Me neither. The whole time, like, I'm sitting between John and Roger. I'm just doing this. I'm like, oh
yeah.
Do you see what I see?
Oh
okay.
no.
Make sure I'm not crazy.
I understand why your friend Michael had to sit like 2 seats down, because because all of us were like,
we're just what the fuck is happening?
There was a moment where like a dude got up and left and then came back, and then like maybe 20 minutes afterwards, he and his buddy just like both got up and started to walk out of the movie theater.
And God bless Chuck.
God bless our friend Chuck, who just said, "Okay, bye. I love you."
Out loud. He was like, "Bye, love you."
And everyone just lost it.
I have never
better than the movie.
Better than the movie.
I'm sure I've been in a movie theater experience where people have left, but like not in like a tiny theater room that only had like us and maybe 4 other people in front of us.
There was a very small audience.
And they
all
sat out
next to the back. Like no one was in the front.
No.
Yeah.
They were all like close to us.
So what? Okay. So what was like? How did? Okay, y'all missed the first few minutes, but like, does it have like a plot line where it's like no, just things just happen.
Things fucking happen.
Okay.
So the basic plot.
Yeah, I'm just trying to paint the picture.
Adam Driver's character Caesar is an Elon Musk type who wants to make New Rome, which is a stand-in for New York.
Okay.
It's just New York.
Yeah.
He wants to make it like the most efficient, the greatest city of all time, where like homes are made of flowers and they can expand and you don't have to move and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
There's floating balls.
There's floating balls. There's AI imagery everywhere.
Yeah.
And he just wants people to prosper and whatnot. And then there's a mayor that doesn't want any of that. He's stuck in the now.
Okay.
Played by Giancarlo Esposito.
Hey.
And so it's kind of, for like the first like half of it, it's kind of a rivalry between them. But then his cousin, played by Shia LaBeouf, ends up suddenly becoming the bad guy, despite the fact that like he is so underplayed in the movie to the point where he's like kind of a goofy goon for most of the movie, but he's supposed to be the main villain of the thing, I guess.
Shia LaBeouf.
Is that a spoiler? Is that a twist? I don't know.
Gives a shit?
It's really.
Yeah. Honestly, gonna be 100. If there's spoilers in this, it doesn't matter if you're like, oh my god, they told me a thing that's gonna happen. You have no context. There is so much and so little context. Like we would have to go through like an hour of plot to
even explain it like thoroughly.
Not even plot, just an hour of collected scenes strung together.
Bro, this movie felt like a whole episode of Eric Andre completely out of context.
Wow. That level?
But not as good.
Right. Like if Eric Andre had done like just a bunch of skits without like the without the interview portions in between and just strung it together, and then we were just supposed to assume he was playing the same character every single time.
Yeah.
That's what this movie was like.
Yep.
I can't tell you how many times I had anxiety watching this movie. Either because I was trying to figure out what was happening and the movie was gaslighting me into thinking that something was happening, or because the imagery in the movie, I'm not someone who typically gets like riled up by like the energy of a film or like the energy like I'll get emotional over an emotional scene, but like if there's high energy on the screen, I don't typically feel like like an anxious person, you know? This movie had me at the edge of my seat for all of the wrong reasons. It was such a mess to watch and look at, and it was ugly and it was beautiful at the same time, and it was just so bad. It was bad.
I just remember
it was bad.
There was like a scene with like this marching band, and like the dude hawked the Gucci in his hat, and John out loud was like, what?
There was like 3 times throughout the movie I was straight up like, what?
Out loud like, huh?
Yep.
Excuse?
We looked at each other. I looked at Ant and I said, hey, let me borrow your hat. I was like followed up like immediately by a scene where a guy's like reading off a newspaper to the rest of the band. And
very poorly like explaining this important exposition. Well, like, and
one of Shia LaBeouf, like he can't read for shit. And
Obviously.
then Shia LaBeouf's sister comes over and like I guess it brings him into their orgy in the car or something like that.
He's like, hey, what's your name?
Yeah, and then the guy who's reading is like, all right, where'd he go? And they were like, that way. He's like, okay, let's go this way.
Scene ends.
Yep. The characters never come back. We don't know what happened to that guy.
I'm like, did they eat him or something?
Right, that would have been interesting, but no, because nothing interesting happens in this movie.
Oh my god.
Shia LaBeouf, more like Shia LaBeouf. Why the fuck is he in this damn movie?
Although Shia LaBeouf is involved in one of the hottest scenes of the entire movie.
Yes.
A hot in quotations.
Okay.
Big quotations.
Because I still had anxiety. I was so uncomfortable. I was so
I've never been so soft before in my life.
Like
my dick went into me.
The context of the scene.
Oh my god.
Like how
my dick packed my balls and left. He said, nah, this is too much. We're out.
I'm out. We're gone.
We're gone.
We're gone. Bye.
Have fun, you fucking Ken doll.
And then Chuck said, bye, I love you.
Do you want to get into the nitty gritty of the fucking sex scene in this movie?
I want to get into like how crazy the context of the scene was.
So
that made me feel the way I did the entire time. So like we find out that the family's bank accounts have been frozen. And the dialogue is so disjointed, you kind of don't even really understand what they're saying. But you kind of you come under the impression that they're about to do a heist
in the bank.
Which, as I've thought about it, doesn't make any sense because the uncle, Adam Driver's uncle in the movie,
John
owns
Voight.
John Voight.
Okay.
John Voight.
Yeah.
Owns the bank, but the bank froze their assets. I don't know.
It's because Audrey Plaza's character, who is Wow Platinum,
That's her
the
name.
actual name
Her
of
name
the
is
character,
Wow Platinum.
Platinum, she marries fucking John Voight in order to gain prestige and power because she won't get that from Caesar, but she's in love with Caesar. But she ends up marrying his uncle instead, and then she freezes their assets, tricking him with her Cleopatra evil magic powers to give her control over the bank assets.
Yeah.
And then she freezes those assets so that way she can like propose to Caesar, hey, okay, you help me kill your uncle and then you can have all this money and you can have your megalopolis and then you'll love me. I was somewhat paying attention, but then fucking she goes to the bank and then Shia LaBeouf is there. There's a heist.
You think a heist is happening.
Yes.
You think, because like the way they're walking into the thing.
Yes.
And there's like this really funny little thing where they're like, Shia throws his hat on the floor and says, to get my hat. And then the guy behind him goes, get my hat. And the guy behind him goes, get my hat. And then he picks up all three of the hats. Don't know what that's about. It just happens.
Yep.
I guess it's to show his power. I don't know. But yeah, you think a heist is about to happen.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't. Instead, it's this incredibly sensual scene where Aubrey Plaza is seducing Shia LaBeouf, and he goes down.
Yeah. He goes. He's like, "How's my ass looking in this dress?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "It looks great." And she lifts up some
Yes, anti-wow.
Calls his stepmom anti-wow.
And she was like, "Kiss it." So instead of kissing it, he puts his face full-fledged between her cheeks. He is eating her ass. And then
at this point, I still think there's a heist.
And John looks at me and he goes, "Is there a heist supposed to be happening?" And then like she goes on the table and now he's like going down on her and the alarm goes off. She's like, "What's that?" He says, "That's your pussy."
Yeah.
Like, all right, what's happening?
And they don't. Do they explain the alarm? Or
No, because she's in the middle of explaining her evil plot to convince
Her
him
pussy is
to
that good and set off the alarm.
The alarm's going off. She says, "What's that? Your pussy?"
Giving him these intricate instructions on how, like, this is how you're going to have your uncle sign over all the assets over to you to make you like the major board of trustees while he's bending her over like a pretzel. And they're just like,
And the plan doesn't even happen.
No.
And it's not even a little bit of an inconvenience that it derails.
Well, this Shy got his rocks off.
Yeah.
My God.
Quote unquote, guys.
And there still wasn't a heist.
Still no heist. Still waiting for the heist to happen.
I was so uncomfortable just because of the context of the scene. It threw me off. I couldn't feel anything about what I was looking at, which was pretty good. It was pretty good, not bad. I'm sure Francis had a good time.
Yeah.
The most action he's got
Since Apocalypse Now.
Damn.
since Dracula. But
he was like, "This is it. I'm going to die next week."
It's like the whole movie. There's a whole auction for a woman's virginity /
Which is the weirdest shit. Because all the time we think she's underage before we find out she's not underage.
Yeah.
So I'm like, are they buying her to fuck her or what?
Also highly inconsequential to the entire plot of the movie.
Yeah.
It just happens. It derails the main character story. Just so that we can go back to where it was without it even.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that this whole movie does. There's a whole subplot about a satellite falling onto New York.
Which is supposed to be a metaphor for 9/11, by the way.
Is it a metaphor? Because you cut right to day of 9/11 imagery.
Yes. Never before seen footage of 9/11 too.
I'm going to be 100. I don't think it's a metaphor if they just say the thing out loud.
They just show it.
A metaphor. There's so many scenes in the movie where it's like okay, I kind of get what you're going for, and then he tells us what he's going for.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm not that stupid.
Yeah,
Right.
Like, shut
Thanks.
the fuck up. and about the virgin, whatever the fuck her name was.
The not virgin.
The not virgin version.
The Jojo Siwa stand-in.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. I'm not crazy because I was like, how she was like this pristine pop star or whatever.
Yeah.
And it comes out that there was like this doctor video that her and Caesar had sex and whatnot, but come to find out it didn't happen. And she goes full on like pristine pop singer to Miley Cyrus bangers era, and then you never see her again.
Nope.
Never comes back up.
Never
they don't
comes
even
back
mention
up.
her.
Nope.
And he goes to jail for it.
He went to jail because
goes
they,
to
she was
jail for
underage.
it.
Yeah.
To find out she wasn't, and then she drops that song, and I'm like, is this the credits?
Yeah.
Man.
The thing that we haven't really talked about, well, there's a lot of things we haven't talked about, but the two things that you have to bear in mind with this movie is, one, the special effects are especially ass. Like with that pop singer too. They're like, oh yeah, there's this whole thing where she has like this see-through dress. It's like you could see right through me. But like the effects for it are like, this is a fucking, like, you literally just told that actress to wear a green dress and then you put a green screen effect over that dress. That's awful.
And it's like one of the parts where you start to realize that Francis Ford Coppola has no faith in his audience.
No.
Because
He thinks we're stupid as fuck.
Because he introduces the dress and it's like, oh, we can see right through her. It's a metaphor. She's a pop star. Okay, we see through her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
hate
then-
Taylor Swift. We get it.
and then she turns on the suit again, and you can see right through her. And then she says, "You can see right through me." And then you see her again during the auction, and her dress, you can still see right through her. But then it also says, "You can see right through me." How many times did you need to tell me that?
Yep.
Oh my God.
This
You know,
isn't a metaphor anymore.
Yeah.
you know what this entire movie remind me of?
What's
Remember
that?
when Shia LaBeouf went crazy?
Yeah.
He brought that paper bag over his face and said,
Right,
I'm
right.
not an actor anymore.
Yeah.
This was that, but the whole fucking movie.
Damn.
From a comic book fan perspective,
Yeah.
I compared it to post Sin City Frank Miller work. It reminded me so much of The Dark Knight Strikes Again in all of the worst ways possible. The colors, the way that they use the media, all of it, the world building reads like The Dark Knight Strikes Again, and it's such a fucking trip.
You sure it didn't remind you of Holy Terror?
No.
Man.
At least Holy Terror was straightforward.
Yeah, that shit was blunt too.
I was surprised Dick Grayson didn't show up as the Joker at some point.
As a shapeshifter at the end. And then he gets
that was so fucking stupid.
And then he gets pushed into a crack in the floor that has lava in it. Yeah.
Man.
I'm surprised it didn't happen.
Well, I know one thing, man. I'm definitely because I was interested because we talked about it on the show.
Yep.
Saw the trailers and it looked different. But just based off what y'all are saying, I think
it's different, all right.
It might be a little too different for me.
Caesar having time power, so are they
That's the other thing. Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say. Like, Caesar has the entire ability to like stop time, and it's like a metaphor, but also it's not.
Well, also a superpower because he loses it.
Yes.
And they acknowledge it. It's not like a plot device or anything like that.
He just has it.
Yeah, to do something with the narrative. No, he has powers, and they acknowledge it, and then they drop it entirely.
Yep.
Wow.
And it never comes back because the rest of the movie
until the end,
until the literal last shot of the movie.
Yep.
Let's talk about the themes.
What theme?
Everyone is stupid except Elon Musk. That's the theme.
Poor people are stupid.
And Nazis, apparently.
And Trump is a gay Nazi.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Can we talk about
and Elon Musk is our only savior.
Yeah,
I see.
Can we talk about like when Shia LaBeouf became like the Malcolm X for the poor people?
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then they
Sorry,
had him,
Malcolm, but you're the first one that came to my head.
and then they had him stand on a fucking tree trunk that is shaped exactly like a swastika.
Carved. The tree trunk is shaped as a swastika.
It's not shaped.
It's carved. It is a swastika.
And there's Confederate flags. So I'm like, what is Coppola saying? Are we racist Nazis? I mean, what?
Poor people are racist Nazis who vote for gay Nazis or something. Question mark?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The messaging is incredibly muddied by the fact that this movie makes no fucking sense.
Also, like Shia LaBeouf dresses in drag in this movie. So I'm like, are you saying like,
which is the context for which?
Like, do you have a beef with like drag queens? Like those people do?
He does.
This is crazy, man.
It's a wild movie.
Well, I think y'all summed it up perfectly, man. Based off y'all's review, man,
Listen, man.
I think I'm good, man.
I'm gonna say
I think I'm good.
What I said after the movie was over.
Yeah.
Francis Ford Coppola needs to be put in the old folks' home because after watching this movie, his brain is fried.
Yeah.
He's past that age of making movies.
Dude was having senior moments every single day while editing, and he would stop right in the middle of a scene and go to bed, come back, forget what he did the day before, and just do something different.
The funniest thing is when we thought we dedicated his wife to and we had to figure out if his wife was real or not. I was like, who the fuck is Eleanor? Is she a real person?
Oh, man.
And now her legacy is attached to the ending of this god-awful movie.
That's what killed her. He was like...
But yeah, you can tell that he wrote this movie 40 years ago, and he hasn't had any peer review on the script at all in that time.
Thank you. I'm glad you brought that up because he started this in 1977, and it took 40 years to make.
No studio wanted it.
Yep.
I think not only did not want it, they told him outright no. Repeatedly.
This ain't gonna happen.
And after seeing this, I see why.
You see why.
They told him no for 40 years. Like the answer is still fucking no.
Lionsgate thought he had something here, and that now they're regretting it.
No.
They're like, I'll just fund it with my wine money. Fuck you guys.
Damn.
Like, if your wine is anything like this movie, I'm good.
There you go.
You know what? They probably pulled the movie out at the number that they got because that was how much he needed to pay Lionsgate back for distribution.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Bruh. This
is going to be lost media. I'm calling it now. This is going to be lost media.
No, or
he's not going to release it.
I'm just going to throw this out there, folks. I'm just saying this. You have a little booze. You enjoy a little substance. You get on the right track. This movie is a modern The Room. This movie is a $120 million budget Trolls 2.
This
is the next, like, it's so bad it's good. You just have to watch it to see just how awful it is. So, Jason, please, for the love of God, watch this movie. But only do it. Watch Megalopolis responsibly.
I got
while
you.
being blindly drunk.
This
That's
is
the
a
only
midnight
way.
movie.
Yes.
Or blindly anything else.
If I went to this
Anything
movie
but
drunk,
sober.
This movie would make me sober.
Damn, man.
I'm pretty sure I did sober up after the end of the movie.
I'm like, I don't drink that much anymore, and after watching this, thank God.
Man.
Yeah, this movie's a big.
All right. Well,
I think Tommy Wiseau could have done a better job.
Let's do ratings. Let's see.
You're tearing me apart, Caesar.
So go back to the club.
That was the funniest thing. So go back to the club.
Oh, man.
He's telling you that to that girl who they fight.
Yeah.
And then they fall in love. They have no chemistry at all.
None.
Man, oh man.
None.
Giancarlo Esposito's daughter falls in love with Caesar.
Great.
And
Giancarlo Esposito does not know what accent he needs to be using for this role.
It's true.
Hey, can we talk about how his name is Caesar and he has a Caesar haircut?
Yep.
That's a little bit too long a nose.
Yeah,
no, especially at the end when they point it. There's like a part where he's like looking up at the buildings or whatever, and they point his hair so.
Oh shit! We forgot one important scene: him getting shot in the fucking face.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shot in the head.
Getting the autograph, like he's signing his kid's autograph.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's your name? My name's Sam." That's a good name.
It's such a long scene.
Good to the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's. First of all, his name is Sam. 3 letters. What the fuck are you writing? He's just signing away.
It takes forever.
He just takes so long, and the kid's like, bam!
Like the kid just pulls out a gun and just shoots him in the head.
Hey, John, I know you saw me because we sat next to each other. I fucking leaped out my seat.
Oh my God.
We all were. Yeah.
What? And he gets shot in the face. Oh yeah, we missed this part. He has a wife or had a wife.
Yeah.
She's fucking dead.
Oh.
The whole
There's
like
so
50,
much.
50
So
subplots
much,
in this
man.
movie.
So
All right.
he gets shot in the face.
Yeah.
You have to listen to this, Jay Ross.
We're
Okay.
gonna do a whole
All right.
podcast
So
about this.
I guess his Megalopolis, wherever the fuck bullshit, they take him to the hospital. Instead of using like his wife's stem cells, wherever she has left in her body, they use her hair, and all I can hear is Chuck go, "The fuck kind of bone is that?" and his face gets reconstructed, and there's a scene where like him and Wild Platinum are talking. He takes off the bandage, and you hear this fucking Indian music like ding, 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 playing in the fucking background.
And the way he takes it off, it turns into a turban.
Yeah, it does. And he just looks at her like
no
this.
explanation. There's no reason for it.
There's multiple versions of him in the shot.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
yeah.
And he's like, ding, 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 ding. I'm like,
So weird.
Man.
he grows his eye back.
Okay.
Yeah, he just grows back half his face.
I think I heard enough,
No, you
man.
didn't. Let's talk about the fucking baby at the end. The baby.
I'm at the edge of my seat.
I swear.
No, we're not done. He uses
All right, this gotta be the last. We gotta wrap it up.
This
But go
is the
ahead.
last part.
Last part.
Where
Yeah.
he uses his time powers at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
but the baby is still moving.
No, the baby used the time powers.
The baby uses
The baby had the time powers.
Some disembodied woman's voice uses the time powers.
No, that was the baby's voice.
Was it the baby?
It was
That
the
was the
baby because the
baby's
baby's a
voice?
little girl, and there was the baby saying "stop." Yes, that's what that was.
Giancarlo is holding the baby.
Why did I pay attention more?
And then
Why
like,
you say, that just is ruining my fucking night.
they're like, yeah, we have to make the future better for her. And then he just leans over, and it's like New Year, so they're on a stage.
Yeah.
And there's
in the
people there.
middle, Megalopolis Square.
I went, what are you doing with that kid? He takes the baby, bends over, and is like putting it down. And like, I thought he was going to give it to like a random person in the crowd. No, there's like a weird platform rug thing right there.
I thought the baby was going to take off flying. I'm not going to lie.
There's no explanation for it, but they clearly put the baby on top of glass because the way she was moving was
You
like,
could tell.
yeah, she's sitting on something. But and then I guess she says time stop now, and the baby's just moving, and everybody in the background
I
is
thought
frozen.
it was the wife that said time
Nope.
stop. That was the
No,
baby.
that was the baby.
I
That's
thought
why the
that
baby's
John
moving.
Boy's
That's what
arrow boner was the worst thing about this.
Oh yeah, the arrow boner.
we don't. We can't talk about it. You gotta watch that.
I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I'll
you know
watch
what?
it.
That's a surprise.
I think
Take a look at this boner I got.
I think I'm good. Y'all pretty much. I think I'm there
this
already.
This is the worst movie. Coppola needs to be committed to
Man,
night.
oh man!
Holy
All right.
shit!
Well, if you haven't seen Megalopolis, don't
or do,
but
hi.
just be prepared.
It will make you sober.
All right, man. Damn,
I
boy.
give it a big fat. As a movie, 0. As a comedy, fucking 10 out of fucking 10.
I give it a 1 out of 10, just for the company that I had.
There we go.
That's what made it funny.
I give it a 0 out of 10, but the same way like 0 is technically infinity and it like just goes deeper into itself. Like the entirety of nothingness is encompassed in 0. And so like it just never ends and keeps going on and on forever. Just like how that baby is trapped in time space for the rest of its fucking life. So yeah, no, it's again, good time. Modern The Room, folks.
When
Watch
time
it.
unfreezes, it's basically fucking a grown skeleton.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, definitely let us know your thoughts on the review for Megalopolis, man. And
I need to say my retraction real quick.
Oh yeah,
what's
what
your
is this?
retraction?
Yeah. This is the whole reason I even came on the show today.
I want to hear this.
was to give this retraction. I have to apologize to James Cameron because at least James Cameron managed both times to make a decently competent movie after 10 years of writing and rewriting it, whereas Coppola had 40 and did this, whatever this was.
Here, the difference between James Cameron, the reason why it took so long is the fucking technology. Fucking Coppola just couldn't take no for a fucking answer.
He said, no, all right.
He
I'm
said,
gonna go.
I did The Godfather. You're going to say yes to me.
say
Same difference. He used his time well and at least made a competent movie.
Good point.
You know, I don't like either Avatar film, but at least they're competent.
There you go.
At least I have something to sleep to.
There you go. There you
You can
go.
sleep in Megalopolis.
All right,
You can't
y'all.
sleep through Megalopolis.
Well,
Here, John Voice, look at this fucking boner.
yeah. Well, hey,
That's your Alarmo. John Voice, this fucking boner. There's boner again.
Yeah, man.
the kids are
Awesome. But that about wraps up another great issue.
Daddy was boner. Tell you when you're older.
That's it. Well, I need to let the people know where they can find you. John, it's been a minute, man, but I'm glad you came back, man. So it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Need to have you back on more, but whenever you can. Whenever you can. But you want to let the people know where they can find you, man.
You can find me mostly on Facebook as Comic Book John. Also on Twitter, Comic Book John 1. Sometimes Instagram when I remember I have one as Comic Book John. But yeah, you'll find me Comic Book John on Facebook. There you'll find me putting maybe a review, maybe a disparaging remark about society. Something, anything. I don't know. Sometimes I just post on a whim.
There you go.
I'll go without posting for like a week.
Ain't
Sorry.
no wrong with that. No, ain't no wrong with that, man. That's how you got to do it, man. Nice and easy.
I'll never be a part of an algorithm.
All right, Rigel, newly married Rigel. Married man.
Yeah, y'all can find me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at flash.photography.cause. You can also follow my meme-tacular page at Always Sunny and Watchmen. And you can follow my lovely wife. You can follow her on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok at Alicia-Joe. That's hyphen all spelt out. So
there we go.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. That's Lucha Vandross, LUCHA_VANDROSS, where I'm going to make my own version of Megalopolis. It just could be a giant-ass Popeye's chicken.
I watched that one.
Yeah, biscuits for everybody.
Yeah, I watched that one right there. All right, now make sure y'all follow OG co-host of the Comic Section Podcast, Lil CO at Cut It Out Comics and Cosplay. And you can follow yours truly, J Rock the Mic, on Facebook, IG, and Threads at JROCDAMIC. But most importantly, follow the Comic Section Podcast on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you don't stop,
hit it.
Of course, YouTube. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Shout out to our video guy, Mar, always hooking us up, doing fire job. And but yeah, head over to thecomicsectionnetwork.com. That's the main site, thecomicsectionnetwork.com. You can find this episode, previous Comic Section episodes, and also, most importantly as well, man, you want that fire merch. Fall is here. It's getting a little chilly outside. You want that hoodie. You want that beanie. Head over to our merch store, sponsored by our good guys over at Exotic Enclave. Make sure you use promo code BESTFANSEVER. Save yourself 10% off on all the items in the merch store. Other than that, man, 300 next week. We did it, man. 300.
We made it.
We did it.
Insane, man. Man, come on, man. You're part of it, man. Like, this was it's a milestone we about to reach and cross, man. So I'm super excited. And continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you all for tuning in every week. I know our downloads have been going up. Followers been going up, man, on each platform. Spotify, shouts to everyone tuning in on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple, YouTube Music now as well, Amazon, Audible, all of that, man. Just everything's going up. So.
Get that NordVPN money, man.
We trying NordVPN, man.
We got enough episodes now, I think.
That's a fact. No, yeah, so
we do.
100%. We do.
We do.
100%.
You can at least show that you got some initiative on it.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Gotta have it. So NordVPN, man. Just give us a call, man. Email.
Weekly watch Megalopolis again.
Adam and Eve. Do you guys too? Just everybody.
Hey, Adam and Eve.
No. No.
That Adam and Eve?
That Adam and Eve.
Oh.
Hey, they pay.
Hey, you know what?
They do sponsors.
They sponsors.
You know what I'm saying? Bad Kitty while you're at it.
Hey, everywhere. We at it. We here.
Guilty Pleasures. Come on. Chateau Experience. Comic Section dildos. We got them.
Hey, whatever you need.
Branded.
Whatever you need.
Branded, yeah.
That's right. So
what's this comic session? That's your pussy.
Oh
my God.
God.
There we have it, y'all. It's a great way to end out this episode.
At least Aubrey Plaza is fucking hot.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Well, I've been your host, Jason, alongside my very talented co-host,
Rigel.
Comic Book God. Sorry, I'm throwing off the feng shui.
No, you good, man. You in it?
Yeah, check out this fucking boner. This fucking ant.
And we'll catch y'all next week, issue 300 for the Comic Section Podcast. Peace.
Eating Aubrey Plaza's ass.
Time stop.
You are now tuned in to the award-winning Comic Section Podcast Network.